these wheels are they're kind of my spare set of 700Cs, which I used on my road bike, my daily commuter. But they got worn. The axle is loose and is rough, so it had to come off. So I'm going to try and service them. I want to put these on old Frank, the Diamondback, to replace the old heavy wheel set because these are quite light. And I've got the Gator skins on. So, how do I service these? So obviously first we've got to take the quick release out. Which comes out, it's already loose. There we go. We've got a seal. Let me just pull that out. Yep. It's got a seal on there, which has just got a little lip in that sits in there. I guess the other side's got one on as well. Well, the other side's half off. And then on top, what we have are, zoom in for this, nice and dramatic. Okay, on top we have a lock nut, a washer, and then it looks like a cone nut. So let's get, so going to need a lock nut spanner. Is that the right size? No. There we go, it's 14 apparently. And that's not too tight at all. So both sides are serrated on that, so it doesn't matter which way it goes back on. Washer is just a flat washer. Lock nut to get that off, what I'm going to have to do is okay, good, we've got loose bearings in there. That is good, I was worried we were going to have press bearings. So that's dirty as hell. And then hopefully, if you just cup the bottom as you do it, to stop any bearings falling out. Okay. Just be able to lift that off. Okay. And remove the axle. So on here now. Okay, on top we have this seal that goes around here, just a cap, and then inside you can see there's a bunch of loose bearings. So I'm actually going to scoop those out first because I can easily get to them. Let's count them as you go. 9, 10. Any more? No more. So there's going to be 10 bearings per side. And I need to know what size they are, so get the old verniers and check it's 4.6 millimeters, which is a 3/16 inch bearing. So we need 10 of those per side. So we're just gonna take out the other side as well and knock over all that. So to get these caps off, what you gotta do is get your screwdriver underneath and give it one sharp tap, hopefully only one, and it comes off. So do that for both sides. Remember which way up it goes. So you got the flat surface on the bottom. Okay. So I'm going to flush this out, clean it out with some WD-40 degreaser or whatever, and then I'm going to start to repack it. Okay, as I could expect really, this side was the clean side, and it has a nice bearing surface on it. This side was the dirty side, and there is a slight bit of damage in there. It shouldn't be too bad. Should be able to get away with it. Any worse than that, and you'd really start to feel it through the bearings. You wouldn't be able to get a smooth roll. So new grease. The more grease, the merrier. And we're going to want 10 bearings to go in there. 10 new bearings. 1, 2. Okay, 10 new bearings in. Let's just clean that up a bit. Make sure they're pressed into the sides. Get the cap, place it over the top, and then with a little hammer just tap it down into place. It's not for brute force or anything like that. There you go, just so it sits flush. Flip it over, do the other side. Okay, I've got both sides done. But when I cleaned up the cone nuts, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but they've got a lot of wear around the bearing surfaces there. Both sides have it. So I'm going to have to get some new, like you can see there. It's good on one side, and then you've just got a line on both sides. So they're going to be no good. I'm going to have to find some new cone nuts to put on, because if I use those I'd just have rough bearings. So, got to find some new nuts. Okay, we're back. Whoops. I went out looking for new cone washers for these axles, but unfortunately I can't find places that just sell single cone washers, so I've had to buy new axles. The old axles are still good, I just needed the new cone nuts off these ones. So let's get to work on the front one again, because that's going to be the easiest one to put back together. Everything is exactly the same on this. Same size axles, same size stack height. Yeah, everything looks the same. And setting a tension, so I'm just going to put this in there like that, held down by the nut, and then put the wheel on top. All the bearings are in already, caps are on, so we're just going to put those down. Where did I put the seals? It had seals on top as well, didn't it? So the knack to getting the tension set right on these nuts, I mean, it's pretty much just done by hand. I'm not going to be able to, I'll get a good indication when it's in the vise like this. You'll be able to wobble the wheel and see if it moves laterally on the axle. But the best way to do it is to actually hold it in your hands and spin it, because then you'll be able to feel the bearing resistance. So I'm just going to find the seals to go on top. So you got your cone spanners. Zoom out a bit. and I can feel a bit of it's like a bit of rumbling. You can feel a bit of roughness in there. There's no play in the axle, so I can just back it off ever so slightly. Just pinch it back up. That's smooth now. That is smooth. So I'm just gonna lock this side off. Okay. Because this is the side I've been adjusting. And lock that down. Just try it. No, that's way too tight. Smooth as butter. Feels good to me. So I'm just going to put these seals back on. They literally just press over the top. They don't hook into anything whatsoever. And there we have it, front wheel is done. Where's my skewer? My skewer is there. Put the skewer back on, and jobs are good done. So, hope this video was helpful. Hope you learnt something new about servicing these wheel bearings. The other set of wheels that I've got on my road bike are Campy, what are they, Camzin? And they have some Preston bearings, which I've worked out how to actually get them out now. So I might do a video on that as well. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, I'd appreciate you hit the subscribe button wherever it is, like down here somewhere, this side. And yeah, keep watching. I will catch you in the next video. Ow!